In this video, I want to compare two of the most popular vehicles from Subaru today, and that includes the Forester and the Outback. From the exterior, they look very similar in size, but inside they are very different. I was very impressed with both vehicles after reviewing them. In fact, on driversonlyrankings.com, where I rank all the cars I review, I have the Forester as the top compact SUV and Outback tied for the top spot under sedans. So which one is right for you? Let's compare and find out. Number 1, let's look at the exterior. Comparing the two, you'll notice that they look very similar in size. It's clear that the Forester is taller and has more of the traditional SUV shape. The Outback, on the other hand, is longer, 9 inches longer, it's a few inches wider, but the roof height sits lower, which gives it a hatchback look. Now, the Outback looks more rugged for sure, with massive black cladding all over the place on all sides, and take a look at those huge roof racks. The Forester Sport shown here definitely has more of a sporty vibe with orange accent pieces all around the outside. Both the Forester and Outback have the same 8.7 inches of ground clearance. Now, looks is subjective, so there are no winners. It's purely up to you which one you think looks better. Number 2, engine. The Forester offers one base engine, and that is a 2.5 liter pushing 182 horsepower. It is mated to a CVT transmission. In my acceleration test, I felt the combination of the engine and transmission did a good job, and the Forester was able to get up to speed in decent time. Now, the Outback, on the other hand, offers two different engines. The base engine is the same, pushing 182 horsepower, but the Outback also offers a 2.4 liter turbo engine, pushing 260 horsepower with a ton of torque. Now, this engine really shines. The Outback with this turbo engine really moves and makes the drive much more enjoyable. So in this category, I give Outback the edge. Number 3, space. Now, both vehicles provide ample space in the trunk. The Outback is wider and longer, but the height is not as tall as the Forester, and because of this, the Forester has more cargo room behind the second row. And when you fold down the seats, it's the same behind the first row as well. Now, in terms of seating space, the second row is comparable in both the Forester and the Outback, although the edge goes to the Forester. It has more headroom, it has more leg room, and provides more shoulder room, although the Outback has a bit more hip room. Now, in the first row, it's the same story. The Forester provides a tiny bit more leg room, shoulder room, and head room, while the Outback provides more hip room. When you combine it all, the space in the trunk in the first row and second row, the space between the two vehicles is very similar, although the Forester edges out. Number 4, cabin design. As for seats, the Forester Sport provides a good-looking two-tone cloth seats with orange stitching. I like this design a lot. The dash layout also has orange trim pieces and dual screens for infotainment system. One main one controls all the apps, radio, phones, but some of the information such as outside temperature, inside temperature, trip computer, climate controls have been moved to the top screen. I actually like this dual setup. The Forester's climate control also has physical knobs and buttons as well. The shifter area leading to a big X mode selector also looks really nice. Now, the Outback's Onyx XT that I reviewed has this leather type material called StarTex that covered the seats. They felt okay, but the main purpose is for easy cleaning. Now, moving on to the dash and infotainment system, you have one massive screen in the middle that controls everything. You have a few knobs and buttons for the radio and climate control functions. But at times, you do get information overload. You have radio information, temperature clock on top, apps in the middle, and climate control on the bottom. The shifter area is pretty plain as well, and there's no X mode selector. It's actually hidden inside the settings on the screen. As for steering wheel and gauge cluster, they're the same in both cars. For me, I give the edge to the Forester. Number 5, the drive. As for the drive, I love the way both cars felt on the road. The Forester had the right balance of pretty much everything. including steering feel, driving position, quietness, visibility, and provided decent acceleration. I mean, this Forester does not feel like it's a compact SUV. It really doesn't. It feels so big in here. You get a lot more headroom, and with the panoramic cover open, it's so airy in here. I can't stress that enough. In terms of driving position, this is a really nice driving position because it feels very airy. These seats are in a good height, so it's not very hard to get in, but it's not too low either because this is an SUV. Combined with the visibility, this driving position is really fantastic. And combined with this amazing suspension, I'm really digging this ride right now. I'm really digging it. I'm not just saying that. This is a really, really nice ride. Now, the Outback provided a very similar ride. It was comfortable, it was actually more quiet, and it was definitely much faster with the turbo engine. The driving position was good, but wasn't as commanding as the Forester. And the Forester felt much bigger because of the extra headroom. The suspension on the Outback also was a bit softer in my opinion. Now, sound insulation has improved in this Outback for this new model, and I can certainly hear it. Because right now, going around 40 miles per hour on the local roads, I don't really hear anything. No road noise. I don't hear the cars going by me. The only thing I hear is the engine when I floor it. When I step on it a little bit, I do hear the engine, but overall, this is a very quiet ride, and that's really nice. Passing is definitely not going to be a problem with this engine. I mean, 30 to 60 comes really, really fast. It's surprising. I find the suspension to be pretty soft too, in a good way, Now, I haven't taken any hard corners, but I hit a few bumps, pretty aggressive bumps, and I feel like the Outback is just soaking it in. So I feel like the suspension is soft, but in a good way, very comfortable way. But of course, that could lead to a lot of body roll, but I haven't tested that out yet. Overall, as for the drive, I feel like this is the tie between the two vehicles. Those of you guys that like a lower driving position and appreciate more speed will like the Outback more. Those of you guys that prefer a higher riding driving position and doesn't mind sacrificing power for fuel economy will like the Forester more. Number 6, pricing. The Outback starts in the base form at $26,600 and tops out at $39,700. The Forester starts out at $24,500 and tops out around $34,600. Subaru is definitely placing the price point on the Outback higher, especially with the new 2.4 liter turbo engine and the bigger infotainment system. Outbacks can also tow significantly more at 3,500 pounds when properly equipped versus 1,500 pounds for the Forester. So, in terms of pricing, this is also a toss-up because it really depends on what you're looking for. Number 7, safety. When it comes to safety, both the Forester and Outback are at the top of their class. They both have symmetrical all-wheel drive with torque vectoring. They both have X mode, hill descent control, and more importantly, eyesight. And if you're not familiar with eyesight, you do get adaptive cruise control, you get lane keep assist and sway warning, pre-collision braking, and pre-collision throttle management. So in this category, it's really a toss-up because they're basically equal. So in the end, which vehicle wins and which one should you choose? Even though the Forester won more categories, this is a hard decision since both are so equally matched, and it really depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for an SUV to drive around town that drives fantastic, gets great fuel economy without needing to tow, then the Forester is definitely for you. If you're looking for more of a sedan drive with SUV capabilities along with decent towing, a roomy, comfortable, and fast ride, then the Outback is for you. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe to the channel. And how did you like this video? Are there other comparison videos you would like to see? Make sure you leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to see my full review video on the brand new 2020 Subaru Forester Sport, or the 2020 Subaru Outback Onyx XT, click on your screen right now.